Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're a returning subscriber, you're very welcome. If you're new here, you're also very welcome. My name is Lois Adama. I film about faith, business, finance, and personal development. I'm sure in your mind you must be like, oh my god, that is a whole lot. Yes. If you want to become a better person, you want to go into the best version of yourself, trust me, this channel is the best place for you. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about a very interesting topic, and a topic that is a common social problem and a common social issue that a lot of people get frustrated by, and sometimes you just feel like, oh my god, I'm stuck and there is no way out. So in today's video, I just want to shed more light on it to let you know that, trust me, there is a way out of it. So today I'm going to be talking about how to beat unemployment and live above your degree certificate. Interesting, in it? Okay, so I'm going to be getting right into the video. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing 7 powerful tips that will help you beat unemployment and live above your degree certificate. So if you know that cousin, you know that friend, you know that family member who has been wallowing in unemployment, or who has been complaining that wherever, whatever country, okay, let me use Nigeria as a point of contact to other countries. Let me say, for instance, person is like, oh my god, in Nigeria there are no jobs, you just graduate from school and you don't really have anything doing. Please drag them, go and pull them to come and watch this video, because this video is for them. So now I'm going to be getting right into my 7 tips which I'm going to be sharing, and please permit me to be looking down occasionally because I had to list them down to make sure that I don't forget or skip anyone. So number one is that you need to work on your mindset. You need to change your mindset. So there are certain limiting mindsets that people usually work with and run with that ends up being a stumbling block to them at the end of the day. For instance, you hear someone say, all I need to do, I just need to go to school, I need to get a first class, and I'll get a job. Like I'll apply for jobs, and there is no way nobody will employ me with my first class. You also have people that have limiting mindsets that say that, oh, me like this, so it's entrepreneurship. Oh, I'm not going to work for anybody. I can't imagine working for anybody. I just want to be on my own and all of that. So you know what? These things are they're very interesting. These things, and it's a good dream to actually say that you want to stand on your own. But you know, a lot of people miss it because they were like, they don't want to ever work for anybody in their lifetime, and they are not even making intentional plan and efforts for from where they are to actually achieve that goal and vision. And I feel like this video is going to make it's going to make sense to everyone actually. Like, even if you have a job and you're employed already, if you watch this video, I believe it will still give you a significant shift in your mindset, probably to go for something higher, to aim higher and all of that. But I feel like for a student that is still in school, that is in university, you really need to watch this video, because it will do a lot for you, because you can know certain things and have access to certain information before you graduate. Trust me, you are automatically at an advantage. So you have people that say things like that have lofty dreams, and they're not even making intentional efforts. Like, here's someone saying that, once I come out with a good result, I come out with nothing less than 2-1, no how, I'll get a job. My dear, better wake up from your sleep and your slumber. Because personally, if I want to employ somebody, I won't employ you based on your results, because anybody can get any kind of result, anybody can bribe their way through to get a result. So you need to know your stuff. Like, you need to know the tea. You need to be valuable beyond your book smartness. You need to be valuable because you need to know how to translate the theoretical knowledge that you've gotten from school into practical knowledge. It is very important. And I also want to speak to those people that have the mindset of, oh, I don't want to work for anybody. I just want to stand on my own. See, let's be very honest and sincere. Most people that are standing on their own today actually started by working for somebody. And now you may be like, oh, I know this person, that person that just went and stood on their own. Most of those people come from highly financially buoyant backgrounds, for the people that are able to stand on their own. And beyond financial buoyancy, you will see that they probably started working and participating in their parents' businesses from a tender age, so they already have that experience. But as for you that do not have any business experience, where all you did was to go to school, whenever you were on break, probably you go for summer lesson or your parents it was just always it was just always centered around academics. It was always centered around theoretical knowledge. And then you're not having the mindset to say, I don't want to work for anybody, I just want to stand on my own. Trust me, even if you start something and you get funding in millions of dollars or billions of dollars, I promise you, take this as a promise, it will crash, it will go crashing down, because life does not work like that. Life does not operate like that. Everything is step by step. So it is very important for you to be intentional. And also there are also this set of people that feel like there are no jobs. I'm going to use Nigeria as an example because I know that I have a global audience in it. So I'm going to be using Nigeria as an example. There are people that go about, like, there is a lot of messaging in the air, in the atmosphere. Everybody keeps saying it. There are no jobs, there are no jobs, there are no jobs. So even before you graduate, you've already conditioned your mind that there are no jobs. But no, it's not true. There are actually jobs. There are a lot of jobs. There are employers, there are companies everywhere around the world looking for people to fill in roles, and they are ready to pay a very huge amount to employ who they want to employ. But unfortunately, many people don't have the knowledge, they don't have the skills. So it's not opportunities that are the problem. There are some people that their minds are so shallow to the extent that they feel like if it's not got a job with the federal government of Nigeria, then it is nothing. Like, your mind is so narrow. A lot of people's minds are so narrow. A lot of people's minds are so shallow. They are not even aware of opportunities. And if you're not even aware that certain things exist, I mean, you can never even get into those places. So it is important for you to widen your mind, broaden your mind. The first step is not by going to look for a job, it's not by going to do anything. Work on your mindset, read books. I hear a lot of people say, I've heard a number of people condemn or speak against self-help books. They're like, oh my god, I can never read self-help books, yada yada yada. But I don't know for those people, I don't know for others. But personally, I will testify, and I can testify to how much reading of books has helped me. I can testify to how much reading of books has shaped my mindset. Read books from people, from renowned authors. Sometimes it doesn't even have to be a renowned author. Like, read books on different aspects of life. Open your mind. On your social media, who are the kinds of people you follow? Follow people that you will get value from. Don't, yes, entertainment is good, but please use your social media to broaden your horizon. Use your social media to broaden your mind beyond entertainment. And funny enough, there are people that also offer entertainment, and you also learn from them, right? So it's good for you to culture different areas and aspects of your life. So you see that mindset of there are no jobs, better dead it, better put it to one side. Because if you are in Nigeria, who told you that you have to work for a Nigerian company? Who told you that you have to work for the federal government of Nigeria? I mean, we're all in this country now, and we know what the economy is saying. We know what the prices are saying. Except if you're in the power or the oil sector, there is a limit to how much the government is going to pay you, to be very honest, or except you are a very high official. But we know that the pay scale right now can't make you you can't scale through the Nigerian economy. by just relying on government. You need to learn to think outside the box. There are plenty companies abroad. Build skills, build knowledge, position yourself. That is what you need to do. So stop saying there are no jobs. There are jobs and there are opportunities. It's just you that has not armed yourself with knowledge. I'm going so my second point now is get knowledge. I believe I've already like even started talking about my second point already. So it is very important for you to get knowledge. Read books, follow, like it is very important for you to like mark out certain people. Go and read their stories. Go and see how they started. Map out people in the niche that you want to focus on and begin to read their stories. Trust me, your mind will start changing. Your mind will start shaping up. Like me now, I know that what I want to go into is entrepreneurship. So what I did when, as at that time I was in school, what I used to do is that I used to read a lot about successful entrepreneurs. It may not necessarily be a book. It may just be going to Google, going to go and browse. Oh, how did this person start? How did this person do it? Shape your mindset. Have engaging conversations with people. Watch videos that will transform your life. Like get knowledge, because now, and knowledge is okay. The first step of knowledge you're meant to get is what I just spoke about, like reading books, informing yourself, exposing your mind, broadening your horizon. After you have gotten that, your head and your mind now becomes a fertile ground for you to begin to explore opportunities. Classroom education is good. Classroom education is fantastic, but what I see it as is just like I just see it as a sealed box. What I see classroom education as is a sealed box that is handed over to you, and it is now left for you to make out of it whatever you choose to make out of it. For instance, you go to school and you study engineering. If you study engineering, your lecturers are going to teach you the basics of engineering, the calculations and all. But nobody is going to call you to decide. There is nothing in our curriculum that talks about how to land a seven-figure job as an engineer. Can you see what I'm saying about our educational system? And please, I'm not here to propagate school na scam. School is not scam. School has never been scam. School will never be scam. Please graduate with the best result that you can, that is within your capacity. So please, I'm not here to propagate anything like school na scam or anything. School is not scam. But now what I'm just saying is that you need to go beyond. If you really want to succeed, you need to go beyond what you've been taught in the classroom. Let's say, for instance, now you studied engineering. You now, what you now need to do for yourself is to tell yourself that okay, in the practical world, in the actual labor market, where do I want to niche down on? Do you understand? Okay, let me even leave engineering. Let me talk about something that I'm more conversant with so that I can give more practical examples. So let's say, for instance, now I studied pharmacy. I have a bachelor degree in pharmacy, and my lecturers did a lot for me. They taught me pharmaceutical chemistry, pharmacognosy, all those things. Amazing, right? But nobody actually sat down to teach me how to become a billionaire as a pharmacist. I mean, I've been given the theoretical knowledge. It is now left for me to do with it whatever I choose to do with it. So now, for instance, let's say I'm in school, I'm studying pharmacy. It's now left for me to say, okay, what aspects or area of pharmacy do I want to focus on? And mind you, it doesn't have to be one, please. It doesn't have to be one. You don't have to focus on only one thing. You just have to learn to find your way around it and navigate your way around it. And I think I'm going to like do a subsequent video on this, on how you can be a multifaceted person. I mean, we were made in the image and likeness of God. God is multifaceted. If I was made in his image and likeness, it means I am also multifaceted. So I don't have to focus on only one thing. So that aside, I mean, I digress. So let's I was talking about how it's now left for me to say, okay, which area or aspect of pharmacy do I want to niche down on? Let's say, for instance, I want to go into manufacturing. It is now left for me to start asking myself, okay, what are the skills I need to build? What are the information I need to navigate this industry? Who are the people that are born in this industry? How did they get there? What did they do? Do you understand? Like, arm yourself with practical knowledge. For instance, you study computer science, you want to become a programmer. You can, if you're in school and you're only going for lectures and you're telling yourself you want to become a programmer so that when you finish, you apply for jobs and then you can even get jobs with international companies that pay you in thousands of dollars, and you are not going the extra mile to learn the nitty gritty of what these kinds of companies you want to work with you want to see in a person to be able to employ the person, you are just deceiving yourself. So now you need to build the right skills, you need to get the right knowledge. First of all, knowledge is important. You need to know what you need to do, you need to know what is expected of you. Begin to get the right skills, begin to build the right connections, like the right relationships. For instance, you can go on LinkedIn and see someone that is in doing something that you want to do. I mean, you can just pick out a list of 10 people, send messages to them. Okay, hello, can you put me through? I'm a student, blah blah blah. What do you advise? Can you put me through? And all of that. If you are still a student and you're in school, if it means you taking up internships with companies that do what you want to do, please, beyond the industrial training that you do in school, if you need to go the extra mile, please do not hesitate to go that extra mile. It is very important. Like, go beyond what you've done in school. Sit down, ask yourself, what do I need to stand out in the labor market? What are my potential employers looking out for? I want to be an entrepreneur, I want to own a business. What are the nitty-gritties of this business? What do I want to do? And all of that. Stop being a vague person, because I mean, so many people have dreams, so many people have big goals. They'll tell you, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to set this up, but they don't even have sufficient information about the industry they want to go into. How do you want to survive? It is not possible. So it is important for you to identify what you want, build the necessary skills. If you need to get certifications, get certifications. There is Coursera, you can take courses for free. Apply for financial aid. Arm yourself. Arm yourself. The labor market. See, trust me, there are opportunities, but these opportunities, there are great opportunities, just that a lot of them are competitive. So you need to put yourself at an advantage. Like, you need to arm yourself, you need to equip yourself. Please stop relying on only what your lecturer is teaching you. I beg you, in the name of God, if you really, really want to beat unemployment, you need to go the extra mile. Woof. Okay, let's move to the next step. I feel like I've spoken so much already. Okay. It's so funny how, like, I would have touched down on my next point in my previous point already. Anyways, my next point is to build skills. Like I said, skills are very important. And one other interesting thing is that you don't only have to build skills based on what you studied in school. Like I said, it is okay to do different things. It is okay to be multifaceted, especially as a young person that is just coming up. You need to try different things. Like, if you're an ambitious person, you will find yourself trying different things, because many times you need to do a lot of things before you now narrow down on what you really want, because you are in a phase of self-discovery. Go and ask a lot of successful people that you admire today. They will tell you, I did this, I did that, they did so many things. I studied pharmacy, I have content writing skills, I write, I speak, I'm talking here to you guys. So, like, build yourself in anything that interests you. Please just build yourself in that thing. Build skills, get knowledge. It is very, very, very important. Okay, so the next step is think independently. Guys, this is very, very important. See, you see that mindset of, when I graduate, I have one uncle that is working in CBN that will fix me up. I have one sister that dead it. What did I say? Dead that mindset, dead that lifestyle of relying on people. It is amazing, it is fantastic to have people in places of influence that can easily pull you up. I'm not saying don't take advantage of it. If you have the opportunity, of course you should take advantage of it. But don't build that mindset of reliance whereby you are now so relaxed because you feel like you have someone to help you, you have someone to pull you up. Build an independent mindset. Tell yourself that in this life it is just me and God. And trust me, if you get to that point where you think like that, you will succeed. Non Like it is non-negotiable. I mean, Lois, I promise you, if you think like that, you will definitely succeed. Just see it as it is you and God that is running this life. It is you and God that is running this race. If help comes for you from somewhere, amazing, perfect. Because even the Bible says that some trust in chariots, some trust in horses, but we trust in the name of the Lord. Those chariots and horses, a lot of times, are people in our lives, like beyond who you think you know. Just put your trust in God, do your own part, and you will succeed. So stop relying on people. Stop feeling entitled. That's the word. Stop feeling entitled. See it as just you and God. And trust me, if you have that kind of mindset, you will definitely succeed. So the next tip I'm going to be sharing is never be afraid of trying and failing. You see, but all these things that I've shared, all these tips that I've shared, I'm sure they sound very interesting, and you most likely feel fired up and energized. But trust me, guys, that's just like the surface part. There is a lot of work you need to put into it. Like, you need to grow a thick skin, you need to be resilient, you need to not be afraid of failing, because most likely you will fail a lot of times. You will do a lot of things that won't work out. You see a lot of things that feel like, oh my god, this is it, and at the end of the day it will work out. In fact, I feel like I'm going to do a video sometime very soon by God's grace. I may not do it this year, I may do it next year, but I'm going to talk about a video where I'll be sharing my failures. Because you see this girl right here, like, I have had a lot of failures, and I know I've had wins as well, but I've also had a lot of failures, and I know that it's going to pay off at the end of the day. And the reason why it's going to pay off is because this girl here is not going to give up. I'm not giving up anytime soon by the special grace of God. So you also need to have that mindset. Like, you need to be prepared and know that if you want to embark on a journey where you will become a better person, like in your personal development, in your finances, and all of that, like, you will most likely have a long journey ahead of you. You will have a lot of unlearning and relearning to do. So you just need to have that mindset of resilience. It's fine to sulk. It's fine to sulk at failure, but please don't sulk for too long. Pick yourself back on your feet, and you just need to keep re-strategizing. And if you never give up, you will find your place, and you will find it with a very, very sure and strong footing. So you need to have a resilient mindset. Very, very important. And you need to be ready to put in the work, because all these things is easy to say, but it will cost you a lot of sleepless nights. It will cost you a lot of sacrifices. Like, it will cost you more of your social media time. It will cost you some of your sleep time and all. So you need to be ready to put in the work. So now the next tip is the God factor. Very important. So I watched a video yesterday that was very, very, like, it was so amazing, it was so impactful. Like, I gleaned so much from that video. So I'm going to be reading what the guest at the video said. So, according to Mr. Olakunle Sovion, academics is what you're taught, education is what you teach yourself, and the future is given by revelation. So, guys, my last tip is the God factor. You can never rule out God in the equation. You can never rule out God in all of these things, because the Bible says that a man does not have a thing except it is given to him by the Lord. So you need to in fact you just need God in your life, to be very honest. You need him for divine direction. You need him to make sure that you are the right place, because it's even possible for you to do beyond like success. We say a lot of things about success and all of that, but when it comes to God, success is not necessarily about results. In fact, many of the times success is not about results. Success is about what the world calls results, right? Success is not about loud results necessarily. It's about being where God will have you be. It is about being where God wants you to be. So in all of these things where we are talking about like learning skills, getting knowledge and all, you also need that God factor to make sure you are doing the right thing and for God to grant you favor and ease. So yes, I forgot to add some things about um regarding that skills aspect. So for that skills aspect, like I was saying, like you don't only have to learn skills based on what you studied in school. There are so many skills. You can learn content writing, you can learn content creation, you can learn video editing, you can learn coding, you can learn programming, product management, data analysis. I mean, guys, there are a wide range of things. But you need to put in the work to get the knowledge to know what you would actually be interested in. I also want to just give you guys a bonus tip, right? Like we live in a world today where people are very vocal about what they do, and it can be to your advantage or disadvantage depending on what you make out of it. So don't be extern like okay, yes, it is good to be externally motivated, but when it comes to what you're meant to do, when it comes to what you're meant to center and focus on, you should be internally motivated. Like don't say because person A is into tech and they are succeeding at it, then you have to do tech. What if you are not suited for tech? What if you don't have the natural ability, like you naturally don't have what it takes to thrive there? So I just want to let you know that what you need is within you. What you need is inside of you. So it's important for you to see yourself as a gold mine ready to be explored. I told you guys that I also have skills in content writing. Yes, I may have harnessed them in some way, but to be honest, most of what I have used to thrive in that space is based on my natural abilities. Naturally, I write, and it's actually just this year I started making money from content writing. But I've been writing since 2020, and I've just been writing from my own personal space just because I enjoy it. I'm speaking with you guys today, like it is more like an innate ability in me. So I'm just trying to say that everything you need is within you. You are a bag of potentials, you are a bag of raw materials. What you need to do is to take those innate abilities that are in you, sharpen them, and stand out in them and begin to make money with those things that God has put inside of you. All you need to do is to work on yourself to become the best version of yourself. So I hope that you were able to pick one or two from this video. Don't forget to like this video, share it to your family and friends, subscribe to my channel. Till I see you in the next one. Bye guys.